Hello, my name is Eric Hess. I'm in my third work term with the internship program at the University of Calgary, and I work here at the Rothney Astrophysical Observatory as the astrophysics intern. The Rothney Astrophysical Observatory is located just south of Calgary in Prentice, Alberta, and we specialize on space research. So we study galaxies, comets, asteroids, nebulae, star clusters, anything related to space we do. And so my duties here as an intern involve me using the telescopes. I help our Chief of Technical Operations, Jim Pig, with observatory maintenance and upgrades of equipment. And I help our education specialist, Jennifer House, with our outreach programs for school classes, public outreach, private events. And yeah, it's an incredible position because it involves so many different aspects of science, like science communication, research. So the RAO actually has an incredible history of research accomplishments. The telescope that I use the most often, the Baker Nunn, is our wide field telescope, and it's usually used for new asteroid or new comet research. And Canadian astronomer Rob Cardinal used the Baker Nunn telescope to discover 2 new comets in our solar system, so that's super cool. So when I was creating my work term goals for this work term as well as past work terms, I had to keep this legacy in mind so that I could try and come up with ways of contributing to this incredible research facility that we have here. So right now, I'm just going to take you around the Rothney Astrophysical Observatory and show you some of the places where I have made positive contributions to the facility. All right, so if we head outside here, we're heading to the parking lot, which is where our smart light project is currently being developed. Jim's actually in the main building working on the next smart light itself. But my contribution was to the web interface that we use when you can connect with any smart device, like your cell phone or a tablet. And my interface is displayed by the little Arduino computer that controls all the lights. So this is one of the smart lights. There's a solar panel right here which faces south. This is an eco-friendly light, so wildlife friendly as well as light pollution friendly. And then all the computer and electronic stuff is in this box. So as you can see here, I'm still outside and the lights are actually clicking on and off. And this is the display. All I had to do was connect to the Arduino's Wi-Fi, and you see my web interface. So that's the light off, and if I just wave my hand, it turns on. So yeah, this smart light project is one of my favorites that I've been able to contribute to at the RAO, and just taught me the significance of being able to develop your technical skills in your free time, because you never know what types of projects like this will pop up, and just having those skills and being ready to jump in feet first is a fantastic skill, and it's very valued in the workplace. All right, so this is the Alexander Rothney Cross Telescope. This has been the big deal here at the RAO the last couple of years because we haven't been able to do scientific research with this telescope in a really long time. And a big part of that was really just due to some mechanical difficulties with the mount. It didn't point very accurately at a certain object in the sky. It didn't track that object through the sky very well. And so to tackle that second problem of tracking, me and the previous intern, Brad Cronin here at the RAO, we installed a guide scope, which is connected to a camera. And that camera can tell the motor offsets many times a second. Yeah, just last week actually, or the week before, we were able to release the very first images of galaxies taken with this telescope, which was not possible, and it hasn't been able to do that for the last, over 4 decades. And the guide scope that makes all of this possible is this gray Celestron telescope right here. It's a 14-inch telescope, but yeah, it's connected to a camera down here, which sends corrector information to the software that controls the telescope. Now the pointing and the tracking is super, super accurate, and we can do science again. I've never been a very mechanically inclined person, and so it was really nice to work with Brad because he's actually a mechanical engineer, and so this project was just super fun because it gave me the experience of working with my hands and doing something rewarding away from textbooks and theories and computers. All right, so this is the Baker Nunn control room. This is the room that I'm either in the most in person or virtually using the Baker Nunn telescope. As I mentioned before, the Baker Nunn is a wide field telescope, so it's perfect for finding new asteroids and comets. With this telescope, I've been able to work with Dave Balin. He's a researcher in Victoria, British Columbia. He works at the Dominion Astrophysical Observatory, and Dave is a world-renowned expert in hunting for minor planets, so things like asteroids and comets. And so it's been incredible to work with him, learn from him how to detect these objects and hopefully discover some new ones for ourselves. With this telescope, I've been able to image 2 passing by comets. So yeah, over the past 12 months and my previous 3 work terms, the RAO has changed a lot, and I've been really excited to see how I've been able to contribute and be a part of that change. Astronomy was one of the first sciences, if not the first science that we had, and people have always enjoyed looking to the stars because it tells us something about the universe, the changing of the seasons. Broadening our perspective of life and of science beyond ourselves and beyond our planet helps us better understand who we are, so that we can better take care of ourselves and take care of each other and our planet.